Hey everyone, I'm Kingsley, and today we're going to talk about a night that started with a celebration, then ended with a woman standing alone on a dark curb while the man she loved drove away in total silence. Welcome to the very first episode of The Agreed Path. I started this channel because, well, I've seen it too many times. Couples who have a good life, but they have no map for the storm. They hit a fork in the road, and instead of choosing each other, they choose to win the argument. But here's the thing. In a relationship, if one person wins, you both lose. Let's dive into a case study that's been weighing on me. It's about a dinner date, a medical rehearsal. The snare, it was part of the procedure, and a set of car keys that were used as a weapon. Imagine a Friday night. The lighting is low, the music is soft, and our couple is finally sitting down to catch up. The girlfriend is a nurse, and that's a detail you need to hold on to. Nurses don't see the world through theories. They see the physical toll that being a human being takes on a person. While they're eating, a phone buzzes. It's a text. Her best friend just had an emergency C-section. She's relieved. But as a nurse, she knows what that recovery looks like. She starts explaining the gravity of it to her partner. She's talking about the surgery, the layers of muscle being cut, the permanent physical changes a woman goes through to bring a child into this world. She's being vulnerable. She's sharing a moment of deep empathy for her friend. And then her partner leans back, sips his drink, and says, well, at least everything will stay the same physically for her down there. Just let that sink in for a second. Your partner is talking about their best friend's major medical trouble, and your first thought, your only contribution, is a tightness joke? Naturally, she doesn't laugh. She's confused. She's hurt. She looks at him and says, that is a really weird and honestly, really disrespectful thing to say about my best friend. And out right here, this was his chance. This was the exit ramp. All he had to do was say, you're right. I was trying to be funny and I missed the mark. I'm sorry. If he says that, the might is saved. But he doesn't take the exit. He stays on the highway. He gets defensive. He tells her she's being too sensitive. He starts arguing that most guys would think that joke is funny. See what happened? He stopped being her partner and started being her akamit. And the tension in that booth, it was thick enough to cut with a knife. He's going mad, she's going dismissed, and then he decides to end the conversation by going for the jugular. He looks her dead in the eye and say, insecure. She didn't scream. She didn't go her drink. She just asked one quiet, devastating question. Does it make you feel good to call me that? Was the mirror. And he hated what he saw. So what did he do? He didn't answer. He didn't answer. He didn't study. He stood up, grabbed his keys, and walked out of the restaurant. He got in the car, the only car they had, and he drove home. And then, to make sure the knife went, he turned his phone off. He didn't just want space. He wanted her to feel the weight of being totally alone. Imagine that girl standing on a cold curb outside a restaurant, calling a phone that goes straight to voicemail, realizing the man who is supposed to be her protector just left her stranded in the dark. That isn't needing a break. That is abandonment. When she finally got home in an Uber, 30 minutes later, he actually had the nerve to say she was overreacting. He told her he just made it to get away from her energy. But here's the verdict from the Agreed Path. Trust isn't built when things are easy. It's built in the middle of the fire. If I can't trust you to not leave me in the cold when we're fighting, I can't trust you with my life. When you drive away and turn off your phone, you aren't taking space. You are showing your partner that your ego is more important than their safety. You are telling them that when things get hard and you will disappear. And that is how you kill a relationship. To the guy in this story, you don't just owe her an apology for the joke. You owe her a reason to ever feel safe with you again. You have to earn back the right to be her teammate. And to everyone watching, look at your own relationship. Do you have an agreed path for when you fight? Do you have a rule that says we don't leave the house angry or we never turn off our phones? Because if you don't, you're just driving without a map. I'm Kingsley. This is the agreed path. If you've ever been left in the cold, or if you've been the one to drive away, let's talk about it in the comments. Let's learn how to stay in the car together. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of you.